What is going on, my super sandwiches? Rhymestyle here, and today I want to talk about something that I just realized. Dragon Ball FighterZ is being made by the same people who made Guilty Gear and BlazBlue, and that's not the part that I realized. The part that I realized is both of these games are known for a special feature known as the instant kill. And what you're looking at in the background right now is the instant kill feature. To kind of give you a brief breakdown on it, it's a move that, just as it sounds, it kills your opponent. It's kind of one of those things that you bust out when you're winning at match point, and if you do the combination right, if you combo into it and you perfectly pull it off, you will do this flashy cutscene animation attack that finishes the match off and then makes you the victor. Now I know what you're thinking. Why are you talking about this? Why does this matter? Why do we care about the instant kill, Guilty Gear, and BlazBlue? Well, for starters, Guilty Gear and BlazBlue are great fighting games. If you have not checked them out yet, I highly recommend you do so, especially if you're going to go into Dragon Ball FighterZ, because these games are a little bit more of a higher learning curve than a game like Dragon Ball Xenoverse is. So just be ready for having to learn these characters when Dragon Ball FighterZ comes out. However, the reason I'm talking about this is because Arc System Works, the company that's working on Dragon Ball FighterZ, made Guilty Gear and BlazBlue, and their signature thing in those games are the instant kills. And I can see them bring that over to Dragon Ball FighterZ, and that will be an incredible idea. Now, the footage that you're looking at in the background of this video are all the instant kills from Guilty Gear Rev 2, which I believe is the most recent Guilty Gear game, but I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, feel free to correct me down below. But basically, the way it works is when you bust out the instant kill, it goes to the super flashy animation. And remember how they said Dragon Ball FighterZ is going to be 2D with 3D elements? This is what they're talking about. For the most part, the game plays in 2D. However, if you do certain attacks or special moves, or I guess in Guilty Gear's case, instant kills, it triggers these 3D cutscenes that cause these beautiful animated scenes to come together as you crush your opponent. Now, before I continue, I want to make this point clear. I am not confirming that this is going to be a feature in Dragon Ball FighterZ. The only reason I'm talking about this in the first place is because this past weekend, to kind of prepare and get myself back into the fighting game spirit, along with Tekken, I picked up Guilty Gear 2nd Rev. And I want to get ready for this game. Even though we're months away, I want to be ready when this game comes out so I can kind of pick it up and not be completely noob at it and get destroyed online. So I figured Guilty Gear is a good way to go about it just because it's the same company. And as I'm playing this game, I realized, oh yeah, that's right, Guilty Gear is known for the insta kills. What if they actually have that feature in Dragon Ball FighterZ? And I realized, wow, that would be beyond perfect. Because think about this, You win the fight, you're playing as Goku, and you bust out your insta-kill, if the game has it, and you do the big spirit bomb that he did against Frieza. Or another one, you're playing as Teen Gohan, you win the fight, you bust out his insta-kill. In this situation, it will be the father-son Kamehameha that he did against Cell, and bam, super flashy finish. Or even better, you're playing as Majin Vegeta and you're tired of this, you want to get the W, and you blow yourself up, which technically would mean you lose, but you technically win, you know what I'm saying. That will be an epic addition to the game, and I really hope that they do that. Now again, I have no idea how this is going to work, if they're going to even do something like this, or if they're going to dumb the game down to aim at a different audience. I mean, Arc System Works is known for fighting games, and I don't think they will, but I feel like if they're working on this game 100%, because remember, they did help with Extreme Butoden, but they didn't develop it. From my understanding, what they did for Extreme Butoden on the 3DS is they helped with the sprites, but somebody else worked on the actual company, so it's kind of like a split joint. But Dragon Ball FighterZ is completely being worked by Arc System Works, and if that's the case, I can see them bringing something like the insta-kill over to the game, and I think that'll be marvelous. Now, to kind of not confuse, this would not limit you from doing other attacks like the Kamehameha or the Wolfang Fist. I don't know what that attack was, the first one that came to mind, but other super attacks. The way Dragon Ball FighterZ will work is similar to Guilty Gear and BlazBlue, where you have super attacks, but you also have those amazing flashy finishers known as insta-kills. Now, if they do implement something like the insta-kill system, what makes me happy is it would limit the amount of spam of crazy attacks. Because the thing is in the Dragon Ball world, I love seeing finishers with the Spirit Bomb or the super crazy Kamehameha, or even the more epic attack known as the Wolfang Fist. That's a joke, but you get my point. I always like seeing people get finished up by crazy moves, but something that the Dragon Ball games didn't really quite capture that well over the course of like the last couple of decades of games is these finishers. Because I mean, for example, Raging Blast, you can literally start the match out with Spirit Bombs left and right, and that kind of took away from those attacks. But if they do end up making a system in Dragon Ball FighterZ where the finishing moves are locked away behind instant kills, if they have a system similar to that, I think that will be epic. On top of that, like, think about that, you're winning that fight, and you know what, just to be flashy, you bust out that Spirit Bomb, or the fully charged Kamehameha, or you bust out that Dragon Fist. Like, that will be absolutely beautiful. Just think of the freaking animation as well, because remember, this game is going to be 2.5D, which means you play in 2D, but it jumps into these 3D animations that really blend the scenes together. Like, that's what's going to make this game so exciting, and that's why I'm so hyped about the release of this game in 2018. So I guess the question I want to ask you guys as a community is, if they implement a system like the insta-kill from Guilty Gear and BlazBlue, what kind of attacks would you guys want to see? Like, what is that one moment in the Dragon Ball franchise that sticks closest to your heart? For me, I gotta go with, see, I'm kind of split. Like, I can't tell if I like the Majin Vegeta Final Explosion more, or the Father-Son Kamehameha with Gohan and Cell. You know what? just for the flashy effect, I'll go with freaking Majin Vegeta. I would love to see that move in this game if Majin Vegeta's in the game, of course. But like, I feel like there's so much room to add a very unique finishing move with every single character. And if Arc System does it really right, which I have a lot of faith in them to do, this game could easily be a top tier and like a brand new entry into the game. It's going to change Dragon Ball fighting game sports forever. And the other thing that's really important is this is the first time in a very long time where we get an actual competitive Dragon Ball game as opposed to the usual casual simulator. And the reason why I call it a casual simulator is because they're made where you can be somewhat competitive, but there's always a glass ceiling. Whereas in a game like this, there's a big difference between competitive and just being a casual player. And with that coming into the world of anime games in general, we can see that actually branch out to other games, and that's a very exciting thing to think about. But overall though, I see so much room for growth as not just a Dragon Ball community, but the anime community in general with the release of this game. So anyways, what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about the possibility of seeing insta kills in this game. And if you do like the system that they had in Guilty Gear and BlazBlue, what kind of attacks do you want to see implemented as an insta kill feature? So again, if you want to see something like, you know, the Dragon Fist as an insta kill attack, or the Super Spirit Bomb, or the final explosion that Majin Vegeta did, feel free to discuss that down below. But for now, that's all we have, because literally we have zero information about this game, and until we see actual gameplay and stuff like that, which I believe we should be getting a trailer sometime very soon, we have so little to talk about. All we have literally is Guilty Gear and BlazBlue. You guys are ready for the hype of this game? But I don't know. I just want to kind of talk about the possibilities, just because as I sat down and played this the other day, I realized, wow, this would be a really nice touch to the Dragon Ball game franchise. And if they do this right, this is going to really make ultimate attacks actually special, and it won't be something as simple as hopping online and spamming super Kamehamehas left and right, because you can only do them under certain circumstances, and when you pull them off, you feel really good. And that's what I love about games like this. Oh, and one last thing before I end this video and leave a lot of confusion with, well, Rhymestyle, won't that be overpowered? To use the instant kill in Guilty Gear, it's not just a matter of doing a move, pressing down forward kick, and then that's it. In Guilty Gear, the way it works is you have to first enter a specific mode, and then over the course of being in that mode, you have to do a lot of things before the move becomes enabled for you. So in a situation with Dragon Ball FighterZ, it would be one of those things where all you do is push a certain input, and then that's it, you win the fight. You could be losing and then bust out that move and win. That's not how it would work. The way it would work would be similar to what they've done in BlazBlue and Guilty Gear, where under certain situations you can pull those moves off. I believe in BlazBlue, you can only use it as a finisher if you have a match point. So basically you're about to win and your health is low enough. Whereas in the situation with Guilty Gear, I think it's slightly different, but I can't quite confirm. If you want to correct me, feel free to do so down below. But in other words, to do the move, it's going to be only available under certain situations. So you can't just like start the match up with the instant kill and then call the game, because that wouldn't be much of a fighter at that point. So before you're worried about how this is going to be overpowered or what the deal is, it will be balanced, and with it being in the hands of Arc System Works, I have faith that they would deliver a balanced way to use this attack if they add this feature into the game. As far as your other moves like the Kamehamehas and the Wolfang Fists, and I don't know why I keep thinking Wolfang Fist first, but it's the first attack that comes to my mind next to Kamehameha. Confirmed, I'm secretly a Yamcha fan, didn't even know it. As far as your other super attacks, they'll be usable in the game as is, similar to how it is in the previous games. As long as you have ki, you can pull those attacks off. And if they're anything like they are in Guilty Gear with the other moves like the overdrive moves in Guilty Gear, I'm sure they'll be somewhat flashy as well, which is going to once again make the fights really beautiful. But ultimately, the instant kill will only be locked away under specific situations for specific moves, such as the Majin Explosion, or the final explosion with Majin Vegeta, or the Super Kamehameha, I don't know, with like when Cell fought against Goku and Goku blew him up. Attacks like that, I feel like will be locked behind this. So with that said, would you guys want to see a system like this? Why or why not? Feel free to discuss down below. I think the most trickiest thing that would happen if they implemented this into the game is how different it is from, you know, previous games. Because as a Dragon Ball fan, we're so used to sitting down, charging up our ki, and throwing Kamehamehas and Spirit Bombs left and right. Like, this has been part of the Dragon Ball games since Budokai 1. But like with this is a completely different game, so don't expect this to be a similar fighter like the past Dragon Ball games. Like, this is an actual fighting game, which once again, you would have to sit down and master each character individually, and you might get frustrated a lot as you play it, but that's okay, because in the end of the day, as long as you keep playing and learn the characters, you will get so much better, and when you get online and you destroy your opponents, it'll feel so much more satisfying. And again, that's the best part about fighting games, like when you first master that character and start winning online. Like, that, the beauty of that is what excites me about this so much. So anyways, that's pretty much everything. Let me know your thoughts on the idea of seeing instant kill in Dragon Ball FighterZ. This is a good idea, bad idea. What attacks would you guys want to see? Or if you think this is stupid altogether, feel free to let us know your own opinion down below. Because again, this is a discussion video, and the whole idea is to kind of gauge the community and see what you guys think. And again, I'm not confirming this is going to be in the game. I want to be 100% clear with that. This is no confirmation. This is just me looking at what Arc System Works has done in the past with games such as Guilty Gear and BlazBlue. It's kind of a signature thing. So with them doing that with those games, I can see them bringing over those flashy moves from the Dragon Ball series into this game, Dragon Ball FighterZ. So with that said, let's discuss all that down below and take it from there. So yeah, Make sure you hit that like button 10 times as hard if you're excited for the release of Dragon Ball FighterZ for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC in early 2018. In the comment section below, feel free to discuss whatever you guys want. And again, be nice to each other. I don't want you guys getting mad at each other because one person has an opinion that differs from yours. If someone says that they don't like the game or the screenshot or the idea or the concept, that is okay. Talk to them. And the same thing with those who are excited. If you're excited, don't get mad at people who aren't excited, because at the end of the day, everybody has their own opinion. There's very little to talk about because there's no gameplay or nothing, no trailer, not yet. But when we see that, we can discuss more and more as we go into the release of this game. But for now, everybody's okay to have an opinion. I want to be 100% clear with that. You have an opinion, state it. With that said, I hope you enjoyed the video and the discussion. I'll see you guys in the comment section below. See you guys next time.